أعوذ
Bismillah.
بالله
Please continue.
من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين
Subhanallah. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So we are beginning our session. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you have gone through all the introductory video and all these things. So we are formally beginning our session. Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to our esteemed participants joining us from across Pakistan and abroad. On behalf of Al Sadiq Institute, it is my pleasure to welcome you to today's insightful session on Sharia compliant financial services and global trade relations. We are privileged to have with us an industry leader whose contribution to Pakistan's capital market, Sharia compliant finance, and international trade relations have been truly transformative. His vision for ethical investment opportunities and strengthening Pakistan's economic ties globally is both inspiring and impactful. A very brief introduction of the speaker. Our distinguished guest today is Mr. Zahid Latif Khan, currently served as a chairman of ISE Tower REIT Management Company Limited and CEO of Zahid Latif Khan Securities Private Limited, one of the country's most prominent brokerage houses for over 23 years. Under his leadership, ZLK Islamic Financial Services has pioneered the provision of fully Sharia compliant, investment avenues in Pakistan. Mr. Khan is also a director of Pakistan Mercantile Exchange Limited, a recognized advocate of market awareness through extensive outreach programs, and he has represented Pakistan in numerous international trade delegations. His role as convener of the Central Committee for Foreign Affairs at the Federation of Pakistan Chambers of Commerce and Industry underscores his commitment to enhancing Pakistan's bilateral ties and economic relations. It is indeed an honor to have him share his perspective with us today. So without further ado, I request Mr. Zahid Khan to please share his views. Thank you, sir. Is Mr. Zahid here? Mr. Zahid, kindly continue. The floor is yours, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. And thank
You're
you very
welcome.
much, Al Sadiq Institute, for providing me an opportunity to speak on this very, very important subject. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, we are the pioneer as far as the stock brokerage, Islamic Sharia compliant stock brokerage is concerned. And we take an honor in this that Al Sadiq Institute has given us the opportunity. I will give you a presentation about this thing because I understand that in Pakistan, most of the people know about the Islamic banking, but very, very few people know about the Islamic stock exchange, the shares which are Sharia compliant, listed on the Pakistan Stock Exchange, as well as the role of Islamic brokerage house. So I will try to explain it through my presentation, and then I will talk a little bit extempore, and also I would love to take the questions. So let me start with the presentation first. So our company's name is ZLK Islamic Financial Services, and this is the Pakistan's first Sharia compliant brokerage house. We do not only deal with the Sharia compliant shares, but also in sukuks and Islamic ETFs. So, rooted in Islamic faith and values, Islamic finance is grounded in Sharia, offering a system aligned with the spiritual and moral teachings of Islam. It prohibits, of course, as you know, riba, gharar, and haram activities, ensuring that financial dealings are just and transparent. It promotes moral responsibility, honesty, and accountability, making Islamic finance not just a legal alternative, but a religious imperative for Muslims. It encourages, you know, कैसे ऊपर नीचे करना? So what is, the conventional finance, हमने एक research provide की है कि the global financial crisis which happened in 2008, it meltdown exposed flaws in debt-driven speculative finance. IMF and the Bank for International Settlements also reports that excessive leverage, opaque derivatives, and profit maximization without social considerations are recurring risks. Literature evidence, there is a very famous writer, Chapra, 2008, the root cause of crisis lies in interest-based debt and moral hazards. इसी तरह वर्ल्ड बैंक की रिपोर्ट है 2022 की, Islamic finance shows greater resilience and financial inclusion, and same is the case that, the conventional ones in asset quality and stability during COVID-19 may, the Islamic things proved much resilient than that of the conventional things. Vision of Islamic finance in Pakistan. Islamic finance aims to offer a riba-free asset-backed financial system aligned with Sharia. This ensures all transactions are ethically grounded, avoiding interest-free based mechanisms. And as you know that 96% population in Pakistan is Muslims, and it's a unique opportunity to become a global hub for Islamic finance. The socio-religious fabric makes it ideal to promote faith-based financial alternative. So legal mandate, I would like to explain the legal mandate. The constitutional mandate, Article 38F, also states that the state of Pakistan is to eliminate riba from economy by January 1st, 2028. And Article 227 says that all laws must conform to Islamic injunctions. And again, the Federal Shariah Court judgment in April 2022 states that all forms of riba-based financial finance is unconstitutional, and it also directed elimination of riba by December 2027. So, Alhamdulillah, the financial system of Pakistan is converting to Islamic finance within the defined timelines. So, State Bank of Pakistan has done a lot, and that's why we have seen, Alhamdulillah, so many banks fully converted into Islamic banks, and most of the other conventional banks have opened the Islamic windows. And in keeping in line with the constitutional and requirement and the Federal Shariah Court's judgment, the Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan has also started traveling towards achieving this objective. And this is the reason that last year in the Ramadan, we were granted the first ever Islamic brokerage house license. And we are hoping that other brokerage houses in Pakistan will also join us in this endeavor. So whole of economy impact, Islamic finance is not just banking, it includes capital markets, takaful, microfinance, SME finance, as well as social finance, which includes zakat, waqf, and sadaqah. A well-integrated Islamic finance ecosystem helps address structural poverty, unemployment, and financial inclusion. So we all know that why Islamic finance is important, because it is helpful in eliminating the poverty and unemployment and financial inclusion for the underprivileged society. Industry landscape at a glance, the SECP regulates a diverse range of Islamic financial entities, including Mudarba, Takaful, NBFCs, and Islamic mutual funds, and Islamic brokerage house. This coverage ensures comprehensive oversight across various Islamic financial segments. Recent efforts have improved governance, increased sukuk issuance, and introduced new Sharia-compliant platforms. Reforms have laid a foundation for transparent, credible, and innovative financial products. As we have seen that initially, there was a T-bills, there was other instruments issued by the government of Pakistan and auctioned through the banks were non-compliant. But the sukuk and the listing of sukuks at Pakistan Stock Exchange is a great step towards this thing, so that all those people who do not want to take any sort of a risk in the shares on the stock exchange, they can go to buy and sukuk, which has a stability. So the backed by the global evidence and developmental objectives, World Bank Islamic Development Bank perspective, the joint report emphasizes Islamic finance as a tool for financial inclusion, reducing inequality, and resilience. And the key findings from the report, we can find it, the zakat and waqf, musharka and mudarba, and takaful supports climate resilience and social protection. So the conclusion is that an effective Islamic finance ecosystem, then well-regulated and inclusive, can catalyze shared prosperity and improve overall living standards. This is the report of the World Bank and International Settlement Bank. So coming to the Pakistan Stock Exchange, and you would be very pleased to know that there are in recent 2 years stock markets bull run, we have seen around 11 companies which have crossed the $1 billion mark in Pakistan. And out of those 11 companies, the 7 companies are totally Sharia compliant. So this slide is actually 3 weeks old, but in these 3 weeks, Alhamdulillah, our companies have performed much better. And now from 11 companies, they have come to the 15 companies which have, crossed the $1 billion mark. And out of those 15, around 11 are Sharia compliant companies. And may I also tell you that there are 535 listed companies at Pakistan Stock Exchange. Half of them are Sharia compliant. Despite the fact that only the half of them are Sharia compliant, 50% are Sharia compliant, but the average daily turnover in the stock exchange is around 70 to 80% only in Sharia compliant companies, meaning thereby that the people are more inclined towards the Sharia compliant shares, and that's why there is more interest not only from the general public but also from the mutual funds, the banks, insurance companies, and all those who want to make profit maximization for their customers. They are inclined towards the Sharia compliant shares, and that's why more and more companies are adhering to the standards by the Sharia boards of State Bank and Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan. Growth snapshot, may I tell you, since the launch of the Sukuk and Pakistan Stock Exchange, the government of Pakistan has been able to raise around rupees 3 trillion at the auction of government Ijara Sukuks. These are called rental Ijara Sukuks. This reflects rising demand for Islamic financial instruments from both public and private sectors. Sharia compliant mutual funds and pension funds make up nearly half of the market share. And that's why we are looking towards that more stockbrokers should convert their brokerage firms from the conventional to Sharia compliant. So market infrastructure for Islamic finance, we have seen that the capital market institutions like Pakistan Stock Exchange, the Central Depository Company, and the National Clearing Company of Pakistan support a strong Sharia compliant ecosystem. These entities ensure smooth functioning, transparency, and security of transactions. Mudarwa, share financing, and multiple Islamic instances further promote ethical investment. Sharia compliant financing tools and benchmarks enable risk sharing, financial growth. So ZLK Islamic Financial Services, as Pakistan's first full service Islamic brokerage, ZLK Islamic Financial Services offers a wide suite of Sharia compliant ethical investments. These include stocks, sukuk, Islamic ETFs, Islamic REITs, and Islamic IPOs for retail and institutional clients. So more and more companies, are coming in adherence of the Islamic principles. It serves RD investors. RD investors stands for the Roshan Digital Account, which means that expatriate Pakistanis can also invest through Roshan Digital Account, and they can always buy Islamic shares or Islamic Sukuk or ETFs. Let me also tell you, the Sharia advisor for ZLK Islamic Financial Services as Mizan Bank, because since we are the first in Pakistan, so the software required a fully compliant Sharia systems. So that's why being the first Islamic bank in Pakistan, to Mizan, we have appointed Mizan Bank as our technical advisor, meaning thereby that from account opening forms to customer relation form to our software must adhere to Islamic principles, designed by the Muftiyans. And the next step is Sharia advisor, and Usmani and Company is our Sharia advisor, and Usmani and Company does not require any introduction. Mashallah, they are the pioneers in Pakistan. Regulatory and institutional reforms are needed. I would say that mandatory IOFI standards, a central Sharia board, and Sharia audits are essential. This is very much required. These ensure uniformity and authenticity of Islamic financial practices. PSX listing incentivize and product standardization can attract wider participation. Ease of entry and clarity in product structure encourage more issuers and investors. With all the humility, I would like to inform my honorable audience that Alhamdulillah, very recently, ZLK Islamic Financial Services is the first Islamic brokerage house that has become the member of IOFI, which is the international standard for the Islamic financial companies, organizations, banks all over the world. So opportunities for growth is the only 0.1% of Pakistan's population invest in the stock market. So let me explain it to you that our population as per last census is 240 million, and 1% of that 240 million is 2.4 million. Half percent is 1.2 million. Quarter percent is 600,000. And let me tell you that only 400,000 people have invested in stock market. And only the fear of people would had always been that maybe this is not a Islamic way of investment or Islamic way of doing business. So with the lot of companies adhering to Islamic principles and their shares are listed at Pakistan Stock Exchange, Islamic mutual funds have come, and now the first Islamic brokerage house has come. So we see a opportunity for growth, and we can see that people who are interested in saving and investing for themselves, for their children, for their families, they have now the opportunity to invest in ethical products through an ethical brokerage house. Public support and demand. State Bank of Pakistan's knowledge attitude practice study. The state SPP sponsored CAP studies surveyed 9,000 households, banked and unbanked both, and 1,000 corporate respondents showing overwhelming retail demand. 95% of retail respondents expressed strong interest in Islamic banking. 73% of businesses also showed a clear preference for Sharia compliant financial services. 76% of respondents prefer Islamic banking if fully Sharia compliant. 67% believe Islamic finance leads to more equitable distribution of wealth. These are the key things we need to inform our fellow countrymen, that these are the things which are encouraging for the growth of this industry. Call to action for stakeholders: State Bank of Pakistan, Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, financial institutions, academia, and media must align efforts. Collaboration across regulators and ecosystem players is crucial. And as you know, we are speaking today in the forum at the forum of Al Sadiq Institute, and they are doing a tremendous job in this thing. And we urge other institutions and other ulamas, muftiyans to come forward and explain this thing to the general public for their comfort. So let me also explain to you the Pakistan stock market key dates and milestones. The market has been improving since especially last 2 years. But before that, if we see that despite all odds and all challenges, we have seen the growth in the Pakistan stock market. These are the technical things, the historical price to earning multiples. Despite the fact in last 2 years, our stock market has shown a tremendous results, but still our market is much cheaper than that of the highs we have achieved earlier when there was the stability. And we can also see the returns of stock market has been consistently high. This graph is from 1998 to 2024. And in so many years, in 27 years of this chart, we can see that there have been so many big events happening in this country or around in our neighboring country, but we have seen the returns much, much higher than that of any other asset class. And this is the slide which shows that all other Pakistan Stock Exchange has beaten all other asset classes, may it be the gold or T-bills and all sort of even real estate. Unfortunately, stock market participation rate in Pakistan is at one of the lowest. Not one of the lowest, but actually it is the lowest in the world. And maybe this is not only the financial literacy issue, but also people think that this is non-Sharia. That's why people were not diverted towards this thing. But now, since most of the companies have become Sharia compliant and listed at Pakistan Stock Exchange, and now the Islamic brokerage houses and mutual funds are available, so people have the option to come to this field as well. This is yet another indication of the participation of our public vis-a-vis many other countries, and we can see Pakistan at the lowest. Thank you very much for the listening, and I would request all of you to ask questions, whatever you have in your mind. Thank you very much once again to all the participants and the host, indeed.
Thank you, sir. Now, we request our participants to share their questions if they have any. Abbas, kindly unmute all of them so that they can share their questions one by one. Kindly raise your hands if you have questions. Okay, sir. In the meantime, we have few questions. In fact, when I've studied or going through your presentation, though I couldn't go through very intricate details which you have mentioned, I forget the numbers, but that was really stunning, and it was very good to know that around 50% of the companies are Sharia compliant companies. So, beginning from market landscapes perspective, how do you see the current state of Sharia compliant brokerage in Pakistan, being the pioneer in it? Is investors' interest growing in it or not? Kindly share your experience regarding this thing.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. This is a very, very important question, and it's very, it's tricky as well. So, as the one who starts, the one who is a pioneer, always face a lot of difficulties and a lot of challenges. And this is what I heard from the first Islamic Bank of Pakistan, which was established back in 2002, 3 probably. So they went through these challenges, but now many banks have started following them. And so is the case with us for the last more than 1 year. Uh, we have acquired the license. We have done a lot of road shows, and we have been into the introductory phase. Most of the people keep asking us the question, what is the difference between, conventional brokerage house and Islamic brokerage house? So we try to explain them. We have just explained in our presentation, but let me explain it a little more. So in Islamic brokerage house, there is always, according to the Islamic principles, that you need to have a delivery before you sell it, meaning thereby that you cannot do the futures trade or the speculative trade or the extra or excessive leverage trade. So whatever money you have bought, you can buy those shares, and once you buy it, you have a possession of those shares, and only then you cannot short sell your shares, meaning thereby if you have some bad news about some company and without having shares in your hand, you just short sell. But in the conventional way, you can always short sell it. But in Islamic brokerage house, the system is designed as such that you cannot do anything which is non-aligned with Islamic Sharia principles. So these are, people are used to of doing all sort of things. So coming to this disciplined, regulated, Sharia compliant brokerage house, people find it little difficult. But all those who are interested into ethical investment, all those who are interested into not doing excessive leverage or excessive, speculation, they are coming in, and that's why more and more efforts are needed to inform the general public, and this is the one platform, Al Sadiq Institute, that they are doing it, and we have been doing it for quite some time, I've been attending all the conferences happening in Pakistan regarding Islamic financial ecosystem. And SECP has recently introduced a consultation paper as well. In a couple of months back, they have issued a consultation paper in which they have sought the opinion from the market participants, from the mutual funds, from the other institutions. So they have also received a positive feedback. And we are hoping that other brokerage houses will also come and join this club of Islamic brokerage houses, which has happened in case of the Islamic banks. So despite the challenges we are facing, but we are very hopeful that more and more people will come and join the club of the Islamic brokerage houses. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. We have two questions from our participants. In fact, Mr. Saqib Jalil Malik has asked two questions from you. Is the Brokerage Commission permissible in Islamic financial products through Islamic banking, through Islamic brokerage house? And his second question is, what is the procedure to open an account in ZLK, Islamic Financial Brokerage House?
Thank you very much. So the commission part, the first question you just mentioned that the commission is permissible. I
Yes.
believe the commission is permissible. That's why the Sharia advisors have allowed it. If that was not the case, they would have not allowed us. And so is the case with Islamic banks. For example, they charge their management fee. So, I believe, I'm not a religious scholar, but I believe that the fee or the charges on any transaction are permissible under the Islamic guidelines. So the second question is regarding opening an account. So, our website, we can share our website, we can write down our website and you can go to that website. You can see our all products. My team is also have joined your seminar. So they have just mentioned it, and you can go there and you can open online account. We do have branches in the north of Pakistan as well as at Karachi as well. So you can visit our branches or you can go and visit our webinar, our website, and you can find it's very helpful, inshallah.
So I would appreciate if you can share your website address, email ID over here so that
Okay.
our participants can, if they have questions or if they are willing, so they can seek information from your team.
Just hold on a second. I will just write it down. Nice type.
Okay, sir. In the meantime, we have another question from Mr. Sadakat.
Please go ahead.
Okay, he said, Brother Zahid Latif Khan, Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for an
Wa-
excellent presentation. And
Walaikum
he has
assalam.
a very excellent question, I guess. How to control big players in the stock market who influence the market pricing up and down as they desired?
So this is a very interesting question. First of all, thank you very much. Walaikum assalam, dear brother. The ethical investment is the answer to it. If we see last 30 years, 40 years, I have started my career back in 1990 by investing a very, very small amount of money. And I've seen the companies and the economy kept on growing. Despite in last 40 years, we have seen so many challenges, the successive changes of the governments, then the nuclear explosion happened, and there were restrictions in Pakistan, then there was a coup, and then there were so many things. But we have seen that the companies kept growing. So if there are more and more participants in the market, then no one can manipulate it. By the way, now it's not only the individuals or the stockbrokers, but now many mutual funds, many banks, many takaful companies have invested in the stock market. Also, there are expatriate Pakistanis, and also there are foreign direct investors or the foreign portfolio managers. They have invested. And let me also tell you a very interesting fact that we have seen the portfolios of the international investors who are even not Muslims, but they have mostly invested in Sharia compliant companies of Pakistan. Why? Because they are more profitable, because they are riba free. So that is a very interesting part. So if more and more people who are interested in Islamic savings, Islamic investment, if they come to the stock exchange, then there would be no fear of any sort of a manipulation. Uh, this is my take on this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we have another question as you were pointing out to that expatriate Pakistanis and non-Muslims and Muslims from abroad are also venturing into this thing. We have a question from Mr. Omar Ali Gombe. He is a Nigerian. He said salam to you. And his question is, as a Nigerian, can I still open account with ZLK?
Yes, this is again an interesting question. All expatriate Pakistanis can open account through the Roshan Digital account by the State Bank of Pakistan. But as a foreign national investors, still you can open an account with any brokerage house in Pakistan, and including ZLK Islamic Financial Services. We will write down our my mobile number or my chief operating officer's mobile number, so that you can contact us directly, and we will explain to you the way forward how you can open an account in Pakistan, because there are many foreigners, individual as well as institutionals, who have opened an account with Pakistan Stock Exchange. So another question I just read from Mr.
Abbas Raza.
Mazhar Hussain. Mr. Zahid sir, it was a useful session with you. My question is, what is the future of PSX, both Islamic and non-Islamic in Pakistan? So my answer to this question is that very rapidly our stock exchange and our financial ecosystem is converting into Islamic. So there is no mentioning of non-Islamic, but I believe that more and more companies are joining the Islamic way of business, and I see a very, very bright future for Pakistan Stock Exchange, because our macroeconomic indicators have improved, and they have shown a very, very good results. So we look forward for a robust economy, inshallah ta'ala, and also we look forward for the stability, inshallah, in Pakistan.
Thank you, sir. As you have well elaborated that how this Sharia compliant brokerage can impact positively our Pakistani investors as well as the Muslim and Muslim diaspora, and can attract the non-Muslims as well. Now, coming to challenges, what do you believe are the major regulatory or operational challenges in offering Sharia compliant brokerage services? Are there
So,
any limitations?
yeah, actually, we individuals are coming in a big way to this Islamic brokerage house, but we think that the institutional, for example, the asset management companies, for example, Islamic banks, for example, the Sharia, the Musharka companies, they need to they are all already, especially the Islamic mutual funds are investing in Islamic shares, no doubt about it, but they are probably using the conventional way of investing. They need to route their business through Islamic brokerage houses to encourage, so that other brokerage houses convert themselves to Islamic brokerage houses. This is a very important point, and I have been, pursuing this point to many asset management companies that although you are by law you are required to only invest in the Sharia compliant products, but you are still using the conventional way of doing it. So I think that they should be routing their business to the Sharia compliant financial to complete the Sharia compliant financial ecosystem. We need to do this thing. There are mudarbas, there are non-banking financial institutions. And for example, all the mudarbas in Pakistan are supposed to be in Islamic institutions. Yet, and they have held their deposits or money into Islamic banks, but and they have invested into Islamic products, be it Islamic shares or you call it sukuks, but they are still using the conventional means and ways to do it. So that need to be changed. That mindset need to be changed.
Thank you, sir, for elaborating it in a very detailed manner. Since we are talking about opportunities and the mindset, it brings to mind another very important point that is regarding uh, mm, the development of market and the players. Uh, how important do you believe is investor education for the growth of Sharia compliant brokerage? And secondary to this, another question embedded in it is, do you see collaboration potential between Islamic banks, AMCs, and Sharia compliant brokerages?
So, ma'am, as far as first question is concerned about the financial literacy, it is very, very close to my heart. Even before opening or getting the license of Islamic brokerage house, I had been doing this thing from last so many years. We are uh, probably the only brokerage house, even our the earlier conventional brokerage house, we have signed MOUs with many colleges and universities, and we keep on going to them and explain them about the habit of saving and habit of investing, be it a very, very small amount. And we keep on doing this thing. And especially since we have acquired Islamic brokerage house license, I think almost every day or the other day, I keep going to different institutions or different institutions. For example, yesterday, the Ministry of Commerce officials had come to our brokerage house. I had gone to another city close 1 hour drive away from Islamabad, and there was an event, and over there I, offered my lecture about this. So this is very much required. People should know it. The financial literacy is at the lowest ebb in Pakistan. And as far as the collaboration is concerned, by seeing our, efforts, Alhamdulillah, uh, 2, 3 Islamic banks have approached us by themselves. For example, last year, Dubai Islamic Bank have signed an MOU with us. This year, Bank Islami, did a roadshow with our collaboration in Islamabad. With, Nizam Bank is already, there are uh, partners in Sharia advisory as well as technical advisory. So I think that more and more institutions will come forward and support this initiative so that other people are encouraged to join this endeavor.
Thank you, sir. As you have spoke about investors and awareness, now coming to innovation. Uh, this leads to my next question, that is about technology in Sharia compliant. Sir, my question over here is that with the rise of fintech, blockchain, and digital assets, do you see the technology playing a proactive role in expanding Sharia compliance? investment access in this regard?
Yes, ma'am. You know, couple of years back, uh, the people could not open account with any brokerage house by not visiting their respective offices. But in last 2 years, the technology advancement has taken such a shape that now people can open their accounts while sitting in their homes or offices by using their laptops or even mobile phones. So the
True.
opening of account has become very, very easy. And so is the case with sukuks. Earlier, sukuks were traded among the banks only, and that too in a very, very large lot. So individual investors were not able to participate in it. But since the launch of sukuks on Pakistan Stock Exchange, now you can invest as low as rupees 5,000 in sukuk. So this is, a very, very encouraging development. As far as other products, innovation of other Islamic products and Islamic applications are concerned, so we are, working on it, and we will bring, inshallah, innovative things. For example, on the applications of Islamic banks. There is a talk going on that Islamic brokerage house icon would be there. As you can click that and you can come to their page and you can invest it. So on Islamic banks, you can find Islamic AMCs. So you can go there and and you can invest. So there is a complete supermarket sort of a thing in which you can do many products as a wealth management. So these are the things which are under consideration, and these are the things on which we are seriously working, inshallah.
MashaAllah. Sir, before ending to our closing session, I have one final question.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
uh, what policy changes or incentives are required right now, which you believe that can strengthen this segment in Pakistan?
So, there are two ways of doing it. One is that we keep on, doing things like this, which you are doing right now, and, the awareness sessions. And the other thing is regulatory intervention. We understand that the State Bank of Pakistan did a regulatory intervention 20 years back, or 18 years back, or 16 years back. They kept on intervening just to encourage that the conventional banks convert themselves into Islamic banks. So is the case with our regulators, which is Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan. They need to bring in incentives for Islamic brokerage house so that the existing brokerage houses who have a larger network, who have a larger client base, they can convert them their houses into Islamic brokerage houses. So these are, mix and match of the uh, struggle, which is you can keep on doing the awareness session, and also you can also do the regulatory interventions.
Thank you, sir. Before ending, I have two very important personal questions from you.
Please,
Uh,
please go ahead.
uh, Mr. Zahid, before I conclude, I would like to ask you a very personal question, which I'm asking from all my speakers from now on. Beyond business and markets, what is your motivation and vision? And what message you would like to share with our young generation aspiring to enter the world of ethical finance?
Ma'am, thank you very much for such an important question, honestly speaking. So let me explain
Thank
to
you.
you in 2-3 minutes that how this thing had happened. So I am into this stock exchange business since 1990. So it's been 35 years, I believe. So uh, I had been a very, very successful stockbroker in the one of the largest in the north of Pakistan and all sort of thing. Last year, before Ramadan, the head of Department of Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, Mr. Tariq Naseem, invited me to SECP and had discussion with me about Islamic Brokerage House. And in 2, 3 sessions, I came to know more and more about this thing. Then I asked him a question that there are so many big brokerage houses all over Pakistan. So why have they not started this thing? So he told me that there is no business or for financial feasibility in Islamic brokerage house because it has certain restrictions which people are not yet ready to take that restrictions. So I just smiled and he said that you have done a lot of business already, so let's do it as a mission. And honestly speaking, I took it as a mission, and since I acquired the license, uh, I have again started hard work, which I did in my youth when I started my previous business. And also, the other thing is that my conventional brokerage house, one day I called my entire managers and I said that I think you should write an email to our existing clients that they should open their account with the Islamic brokerage house. So my staff was a little skeptical. They were afraid that we will lose them because we are already losing business in ZLK Islamic. But I said no. You go ahead. We have to do it. And Alhamdulillah, we have not lost anything, but we are facing challenges. But I think that this is the right path. And on different occasions, I have mentioned it that despite all challenges, I have a faith in it and I will not deter. Inshallah, I will keep pursuing it. I will keep fighting for it. And inshallah ta'ala, we will be successful and people will very soon start following us, inshallah.
Okay, just last 2 questions and then we will wrap up the session. Uh,
Please.
it's from Mr. Sadakat. Do you guide or advise your clients about basic risk for investments in stocks?
So the important thing is the stock exchange brings in inherent risk of losing your money because it keeps on fluctuating. But the important point
True.
is that if you go for an ethical investment into an ethical companies who have a proven track record, what is stock exchange actually? Let me explain it to you. If you see a very successful business, for example, you see Lucky Cement or Lucky Group, they are doing a very successful business and you want to become the owner of that company. You maybe at this point in time, you cannot become owner of that company, but you can become the part owner of that company by buying shares in that company, meaning thereby that you become partner with any successful businessman by buying shares. So why not to buy shares on those companies who are Sharia compliant, who are into ethical business, and since you also put money into that ethical business, you should have a faith that you will not lose the money. I have just read another message from one of our participants that is there any security insurance of that? So there is no insurance. The only thing is that once you buy shares, the shares are in your custody. You're not giving money to any brokerage house, for example, us, or you are not giving money to that company in which you are investing. You are buying shares of that company through a brokerage house, which are in our case, we, and those shares will be in your custody through Central Depository Company of Pakistan. So there is no issue of cheating. There is no issue of any fraud, except that market can go up, market can go down. But if you have invested in a very successful business, you should not be worried about the daily movement of market. You should be only worried about that you will get the dividends. Whatever the company will earn, it will distribute among shareholders because the owner themselves are the shareholders of that company. So they will get the money only if they will announce the dividends. And once they announce dividends, all the shareholders, whether they are owner of 500 shares or 5 lakh shares, they will get the dividend as per their shareholding pattern.
Thank you for
I
this.
hope I have answered the question.
Yes, sir. I hope that Sayyida Farheen's question has been answered. And one little, very small request. Ishfaq Ahmed Khan Sahab, I can't connect to this WhatsApp channel of yours. I have tried.
Excuse me, can I ask a question?
Sure,
Please.
Sabine, you can.
I'm sorry, I can't write down on chat, so that's why I'm asking. Thank you so much, sir. Your presentation is very good. I only want to ask that we all know that the Sharia compliant companies are those which are basically meeting the criteria developed or established by KMI, SECP, and like this. Have you any plan or you are working for the development of Sharia based instruments or tools which will be 100% fully Sharia, we can say, because at the moment this thing that 35% or 33% or that financing, they are allowed 5% income from the
Other sources.
suspicious sources allowed.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
This is a very pertinent question, but this question pertains to actually the Muftiyans and the Sharia scholars. But what I have known so far through in my involvement into this thing, that these are the international standards by IOFI, Accounting and Auditing and Accounting uh, Organization of Islamic Financial Institutions, and they control the stock exchanges, or for that matter, the Islamic companies, mutual funds, and the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the regulators. So they have set the standards, and they have kept raising their standards. Actually, maybe now if it is the 33% non-Sharia assets are admissible. Earlier there were more percentage, but they have now reduced. So that is the case, and they have introduced the purification of dividends as well. So this is another yet good thing, that if the 5% income is from other sources which are not Sharia compliant, then if the company announces 100 rupees of dividend, then a Sharia, they give a certificate that you can, you can give the charity of rupees 5, and 95 is Sharia compliant. So these are the things which are evolving actually. We all wish that everything is 100%, rather 101%. So, but we are traveling towards achieving that destination. And I think so far, whatever work the Sharia advisors or the senior Muftiyan have done, they have done a tremendous job. And inshallah, we'll keep our journey towards achieving 100% results, inshallah.
Thank you, sir. I hope, Sabine, your question has been answered. And last but not the least, there is Mr. Sadakat. Yes, Mr. Sadakat has shared that there is a need of running awareness campaigns for public understanding. Are you doing something? Is it a
Yes,
question, Mr.
yes, this is a
Sadakat is
question,
asking?
and this something is this is what we are doing right now. So, Alhamdulillah, sir, Sadakat Sahab, Alhamdulillah, in our humble capacity, we are trying on a very frequent basis, and you can help us. For example, right now, as our Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Ashfaq, has shared our WhatsApp channel, well, you can subscribe to it, you can circulate it among your friends and peers and colleagues. So there you will be keep on getting the news about the economy of Pakistan in general and stock exchange in particular, and whatever Islamic companies, Islamic AMCs, Islamic brokerage houses are doing, and how we are progressing towards achieving 100% results. These will be the news you will be getting through our WhatsApp channel as well as other social media presence, inshallah.
Thank you, Mr. Zahid, for sharing not only your professional expertise, but also embellishing with your personal vision. It's
WhatsApp.
truly inspiring to hear how your journey has been driven by both purpose and principle. We greatly appreciate your candid and heartfelt message for our young audience, for all our audience, in fact. So it's a reminder that success is more meaningful if it's guided by ethics and moral
Yes,
values.
exactly.
Your insights today have been really very practical, motivational, which is exactly the need of our time. And that is exactly why we always plan sessions like this for our audience. So, wrapping up on behalf of the organizing team and all our participants, and to you, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for this engaging and insightful discussion. Today, we have explored the opportunities, challenges, evolving capital market landscape, and most importantly, the role of ethics, integrity, and vision in building a sustainable financial future. I also like to thank our proactive audience for their participation and interest. And we hope that the ideas discussed today will inspire further dialogue, research, and action in advancing ethical finance in Pakistan and beyond. Thank you again, sir. Jazakallah khair. Wa alaikum
Thank you very
assalam wa
much. Assalamu
rahmatullahi wa
alaikum.
barakatuh.
Thank you
Wa
very
alaikum
much.
assalam.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Allah Hafiz.